Hi, Dr. Josh Axe here, Doctor of Natural Medicine and founder of draxe.com. In this video, I'll be talking about cupping therapy, an ancient traditional Chinese medicine practice that has great benefits for helping you get rid of pain, improving circulation, overcoming bronchitis, and a number of other health conditions I'll be covering today. Now, cupping therapy got really popular several years ago when Olympic athletes, including Michael Phelps and other Olympic swimmers, started doing this to really support recovery. Now, they noticed, and you'll notice that you'll get these sort of black and blue marks on different areas of the body, and that's from what cupping therapy does. It brings fresh blood and platelets and growth factors actually to an area, improving circulation. And so this is one of the reasons why it can be healing in different ways. It really moves blood and growth factors from one area to another, supporting that area in healing. So let's talk about what cupping is specifically. Cupping uses suction cups. Now today, oftentimes people will use a plastic cup, but traditionally glass was always used. And typically what would be done is they would take a lighter of some sort or flame and just put it in the glass for a second, pull it off, and then put it right down on the skin. And what that would do is it created a sucking action to where the skin was brought up in the area and then blood flow started going to that area. Now think about this. If you've ever done this, sprained an ankle, what will tend to happen is you'll notice that there'll be swelling and oftentimes there's bruising, right? So blood flow goes to an area. And that's what a cupping essentially, there's none of that inflammation that happens in a sprained ankle, but it is moving blood from one area to another. And we know blood is full of plasma, it's full of growth factors that actually help an area of the body heal. So again, cupping therapy is just essentially it's improving circulation to an area and improving blood, bringing blood to an area to support it in healing. Typically done with glass cups, sometimes today a plastic-like material, and it really focuses on the surface of the skin, pulling all that blood flow to a surface. And this can be done dry or wet, and again, a very common practice in traditional Chinese medicine and done by acupuncturists today. So let's dive right in and talk about the many benefits of cupping, a few of them which may surprise you. Number one, it helps reduce pain. Again, it does this by, and I'll give you an example for myself personally. The first time I ever went to an acupuncturist, one of the reasons I went for was because I had this muscle spasm in the back of my shoulder. I was having some shoulder pain and aching with my teres minor muscle. And so you may have had this, or maybe you lacked range of motion. I'd get my arm kind of here and it would catch a little bit because of a hyperextension injury I had in my shoulder. And I had done other therapies and nothing was seeming to help. I got cupping done and immediately I was able to move the area. What happens in cupping is it really, imagine you've got a tight, intense muscle. It creates this sort of sucking action on that muscle to where it's kind of like a deep tissue massage, and they did it for about 30 minutes. And finally, when you pull it off, it just releases and that muscle completely relaxes. At the same time, pulling blood to the area, which actually supports that muscle. If there's an injured tissue in that area, supports it in healing. So number one benefit of cupping, it can help reduce pain and muscle spasm in most areas of muscles and tendons. Number two, it really promotes relaxation. I talked about that earlier. Now this is commonly used both for athletes as well as in traditional Chinese medicine in the trap area, okay? Especially if you ever get pain and tension in your shoulder areas and your traps and upper back area, this is a great therapy to use because again, it's kind of like a deep tissue massage to where it really sort of pulls in that muscle, and when it lets go, that muscle completely relaxes. So again, it's great for promoting relaxation, especially of